know, it reads like a fairy tale. Two 10-year-old identical twin sisters separated at birth in China, adopted by two unsuspecting American families who somehow managed to track each other down. After months of anticipation, their first face-to-face meeting unfolding on live television. How did they find each other? Here's ABC's Gloria Rivera.
This is a seismic day in the lives of two little girls.
We're just minutes away.
Separated soon after their birth in China, the identical twins are about to reunite on live TV after nearly a decade apart. Audrey Doring, adopted to a family in Wisconsin, and Gracie Rainsbury, to one in Washington. Their families may have never known the other existed. If Jennifer Doring hadn't gone searching for a special Christmas gift for her daughter, a copy of her finding ad. A posting in a local newspaper circulated when an abandoned child is found.
So I just wanted that piece of history for her. So I reached out to a research organization, researchchina.org, and he gave us the finding ad.
The finding ad and an option to buy photos of Audrey they had on file.
So I purchased the photos. We opened it in an email and we're like, oh my gosh. I told my husband, I'm like, there's two of them.
And what was your emotional reaction to that moment?
Oh, it was unbelievable. I'm like, this is stuff you read about.
A shocking discovery to the Dorings and 10-year-old Audrey, who was orphaned as a baby, suffering from a severe heart condition listed as special needs.
You were a mother of three boys, and you were thinking, maybe someone isn't here yet.
Just felt like we weren't complete. Finally decided to go through adoption. I remember walking upstairs, looking at the picture of Audrey and calling my husband and saying, this is our one, this is our little girl.
When they arrived in China, Audrey was far weaker than they had been told.
We knew she was small and we knew she was very frail, and they told us actually at 15 months she didn't walk yet, and so because she was very weak. So for a week she wouldn't smile. Oh, and there's the first smile.
Oh, there it is.
Her family seeing her through two touch-and-go heart surgeries. 4 states away, a very similar story was playing out in Washington. Nicole and Scott Rainsbury, also the parents of 3, applied to adopt a child and found their perfect fit. Audrey's biological sister.
When we were reading through what their likes and dislikes and their characteristics, she just fit.
Like Audrey, Gracie had to fight for her life once she arrived in the U.S.
Nicole, being the detail person she is, set up a cardiology appointment. I was at work that night. I remember you walked through those doors and you just broke down crying. I was like, oh no.
It was really a miracle to be alive.
But nowhere along the way was either family told their daughter was a twin. Both families say it would have been too much to take on 2 special needs kids and believe the girls' separation saved their lives. But once Jennifer found that picture, she knew she had to find her daughter's sister. The adoption agency had no record of the other baby, but Jennifer took to Facebook, where she found the Rainsbury family.
To be honest with you, one of my first things that I thought was, we're not telling her. We can't tell her this.
Yeah.
That didn't last very long.
They broke the news to Gracie by showing her a photograph of Audrey.
She kept looking at it and she was like, wait, that's not me.
Hi.
The first time these sisters spoke was through tears. Even now, as their relationship grows,
1, 2, 3.
through computer screen conversations and dance parties, talking about the other twin brings up a swell of emotion.
And when you looked at her, what was it like?
Like she's me.
Like she's you. And when you talk to her, what is it like?
The same thing.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen.
Now the families are preparing to take that next step,
Amen.
Amen.
meeting face to face for the first time on Good Morning America.
What is it like as a mother to all of a sudden have this other family for your daughter?
Well, it feels like, as far as the families, we got married. I mean, for good or bad, that's who we have.
This is my suitcase. I'm gonna fill it up to go to New York.
The big morning of the show is finally here.
Well, let me show you your room first.
Mom.
Excitement bubbles backstage.
It's really now happening.
Yeah, it's here.
You look at that smile. That's a megawatt smile.
A moment 9 years in the making, minutes away.
We do have an incredible story, Michael. Gotta go. We're gonna welcome Audrey Doring here with her parents, Jennifer and Tom. Please welcome them. You wanna do this?
Ready?
All right, there you go.
Come over here and stand right here. Okay. All right, Gracie, come on out and meet your sister.
The twins, finally together, overwhelmed with emotion.
Come on over.
All sit down over here. Oh my gosh, I know.
How'd it feel to have your sister down?
I felt like there was somebody missing, so it was like, no, it's complete.
What did it feel like to be standing there about to meet each other?
It was like breathtaking. And then when I saw myself right there, I just started to cry.
You started to cry. Oh, are we having some tears too? I think we have to break for a hug. Hug, sister hug. Okay.
These girls have so many opportunities ahead of them. They're so fortunate to meet at this age. They have their whole lives ahead of them.
The road ahead is uncharted, and both families will have to navigate their new relationship.
There's just not like a rule book for how you do this. We're just taking it one step at a time. They've kind of led the way for us.
It feels like she's known her whole life.
For now, just being together is enough. Tears fade into laughs. And the twins explore a new city and a remarkable bond that extends beyond either of their memories. For Nightline, I'm Gloria Riviera in New York.